There is no sound.
There is no sound?
There is no sound.
I'll leave that in your hands, Dan.
We have sound again!
We have sound! Woo!
I've done that to you twice already.
Take 2.
We did that in trials, in rehearsals.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have no sound. Oh, okay, we've got sound again. Then we go live for real. Then we have no sound.
Yep.
What's going on with this place?
Oh, perfect. How are you anyway, Dan?
Well, this is my third computer of the day. I keep blowing them up, but we seem to be all right now. I'm all right. You?
Yeah, I'm coping, just fine.
Coping. Well, look, we're in 2026. We're in our second week of it. Well, our first full week of it is now gone. Wow, that didn't hold any prisoners, did it?
It didn't.
Last week was not for the weak of heart.
No, especially,
It was
and neither was the film that we spoke about either, because Pinocchio is dark and scary and probably not suitable for the children of today.
And if you watch the copy I had, it's not in English either.
No.
It's even scarier.
Yeah, don't even go there. But we are continuing that theme for this week, obviously, aren't we, Dan? Because we're going to be talking about.
The good news is you've picked one that has not been pirated by some odd. Well, it probably has been pirated, but at least then it's an original.
I'll pick one that I know that you've seen. At least so far for this month, I'm picking junior films that you've seen.
Now, this is an interesting choice because, as you're right, the contents. I mean, it's a little bit scary for where it sat in the series and how quickly it introduced. So, tell us more about that.
Yeah, I thought, considering this film came out in 2002, 2002. It's also
Great, yeah.
it's also a 2 movie.
But it's not a Bug's Life 2.
But it's not a Bug's Life 2, and it's not sequel September either, obviously.
So you're burning a good one before we get to September.
No, don't worry, I've got plenty for that. Don't worry. But
sure
yeah, for today, Dan, we're talking about Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Nice.
So, because this came out in 2002, we were only 8 years old. 7? No, we were 7.
We were 7.
7 years old.
It was the year I moved to this area, Tommy. Do you not remember?
Oh yeah, I remember there was a beacon in the sky, and it was just of a big television screen, and it was just like, "Yep, Dan's here,
Yeah.
the IT man,
You had
or boy."
You had to know that I was here, Tommy.
True, it's your calling card. Anyway,
Something like that.
So going into this film, it was fun to revisit, by the way. Chamber of Secrets does that unique thing for sequels in that it gives you all that you liked about the first one again, but it goes a bit darker, a bit deeper, and in the process you find out more about certain characters and their histories. Would you agree?
I do agree. I mean,
from memory, do you prefer Chamber of Secrets to Philosopher's Stone?
Do you know, I did, but I'm kind of going back to Philosopher's Stone as a favourite purely because of all the different parts of the castle you got to see. I'm more or less judging Harry Potter films based on how much of the castle I get to see because it's a magical place. And I think my perception changed when I went to the tour in London.
Yeah. I mean,
it's very good if you haven't gone, by the way.
We've already covered Philosopher's Stone, haven't we? Because we spoke about that during Christmas month, because there is a Christmas segment in it.
Have you been down to the Harry Potter experience?
Not for 13 years.
Wow. Oh, it's changed since then. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go down there.
When I say darker, I mean how this film is meant to appeal to children but contains blood writing on the wall, giant spiders, giant snakes, and children being murdered in bathrooms. I recall honest trailers labelling this as the Harry...
Sounds like our high school.
True, yeah, you're not far off, are you? I recall honest... Have you heard of honest trailers? They're from a channel on YouTube called Screen Junkies. They make
Screen Junkies. I've heard of.
Yeah. They make honest trailers, and they did one for the Harry Potter series, and I recall them labelling this one as the Harry Potter film that everyone hates. But I failed to see why. It's family entertainment that goes dark enough so that adults can enjoy it too.
I don't think I hated this one.
No. This one, I honestly think this one, in hindsight, it might be my third favourite.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, isn't it? I mean, you've got
my favourite is
characters in there. You've got a lot, a lesson about egos and lying in here. You've obviously got, the return to school. So, those year 8 feels that you get in a high school. That was a scary coming back to year 8,
Yeah.
So I think actually, this film does actually show you things you didn't see in the previous one. And if you do not like spiders, this film has it all.
Which brings me on to my next part of the review, actually, Dan. I put, as an arachnophobe, The scene in the dark forest where Harry and Ron encounter the Acromantia colony is nerve-twitching as hell. You start to notice things before the boys do, like thick hairy legs hanging over the side, subtly moving as they prey on our young heroes. You don't even notice at first-time viewing sometimes. It's just like these little hairy legs hanging over the edge of the of the hollow, you know,
It is pretty scary.
Yeah. Plus, having Aragog as a giant animatronic spider with real legs and hair is spine-chilling. Same goes for the giant snake close-ups at the end. Excellent production work, I've got to say.
And excellent detail as well.
You know how much I love my practical effects, Dan. Even to the detriment of frightening me with like realistic-looking spiders. But you can't fault it. It's stellar.
Now, I never saw this film in the cinema, but I think it would have been really good if I did.
I did. I remember going.
You did.
I went to see them all at the cinema. I remember, and I think my dad took me to see this one
In 2003, by the way, which was
2002.
2002. Sorry.
Yeah, you caught me mid yawn there. I had to correct you though because
it's a great time, and I'm sorry for keeping you up at this hour.
But no, My dad took me and my brothers to see it, and I'm pretty sure it's funny because my mum took us to see the first one. She fell asleep. My dad took us to see the second one. He fell asleep, and I remember for Prisoner of Azkaban, me and my two brothers just went on our own. I was only like 9, but they were old enough to take me, so it was just the 3 of us that went because we thought, the parents won't care.
Yeah, they'll just fall asleep again.
Yeah, but the humour is better as well in this one. Thanks to characters like Ron and Dobby bringing the laughs where needed. Dobby was too good for the Wizarding World.
And this was our introduction to Dobby, by the way.
Yeah, and Dobby is arguably one of the most important characters, really, in the saga when you think about it.
We love Dobby.
I mentioned about how we find out more about certain characters, and by that I mean Hagrid and Voldemort with their dark pasts, and Ron and Hermione with their families, and how the whole pure blood and muggle blood dynamic exists. Meeting Malfoy's father, played brilliantly by Jason Isaacs, is also enjoyable as he makes for such a good villain, doesn't he?
He does. And don't forget, there was a lot of suspicion in the first 2 films where, Snape's the bad guy. But he's not.
No, he ain't.
Hagrid's the bad guy. And you don't want him to be because you love him.
Yeah.
But he's not.
He's not.
I just love...
But I love the connection.
Storytelling-wise, I mean... Hats off to J.K. Rowling on this one. It's a really good story.
I do love the connection between Hagrid and Voldemort and their pasts. Like how Tom Riddle framed Hagrid when all the killings were going on, just to chuck the scent off of Tom Riddle being revealed as the culprit for
and he was a story.
Sorry.
He was a story. Sorry, he was a student. Sorry.
Yeah.
He was a student, and then he put it into a story.
Yeah. He was a student and he put it into the diary, didn't he?
But the connections as well. So Moaning Myrtle, and do you know what that has to be? Probably like one of the most inefficient schools ever. I mean, in our school, if you had a bathroom out of commission, you'd certainly they'd be fixing it.
It'd be G Block.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to go in. I mean, that had some plumbing problems all
Christ,
over there.
yeah.
But again, that Hogwarts is not a small school. If you had what was going on with the boys' bathroom on that floor? Was that working?
Lord knows.
Because obviously you see in the later films, Harry's in the he's in the prefect's bathroom. He's having the bath, isn't he? Because of boarding school. And Moaning Myrtle makes her way into there as well. I'm like, do you know what?
That's a bit disturbing because he's only a 14-year-old boy, and I'm pretty sure Moaning Myrtle's played by an adult woman.
Well, it's very, very disturbing still because it's just. Can you imagine going to that school? It's like, oh, I really need the toilet, but I'm going all the way over there just to be safe. I mean, I'd get freaked out by that.
I do believe production on this film began literally 2 days after the release of the first film as well.
Wow.
So they practically feel back to back.
I mean, to be fair, they're dealing with 7 books, and
they had to and the first film was such a success.
And it's not only that; you've also got the very iconic and talented child actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And the problem with working with children actors and actresses is they grow up fast,
very quick.
You need to get.
You even hear Harry's voice breaking.
You do
in this one.
So you need to get the production in quick.
I have mad respect for Chris Columbus for taking on the first 2 films.
And don't forget, of course, first 2 films obviously enjoy what's his name as Dumbledore?
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great Dumbledore.
I
Now,
don't
don't get me wrong, I like both Dumbledores.
I prefer Michael Gambon because I think
He's got a bit more humour, isn't he?
Richard Harris. It's almost like he's falling asleep. Like there's a scene in this one when
Well, he's got a lot in common with your parents then.
when he goes, and what exactly do they want with me? Like it's like he's falling asleep. Bless him.
But he did play it well though.
Oh no, yeah, and he's the grandfatherly cuddle, like it's hearing him talk is like a big cuddle, isn't it?
Whereas the new one needed to slow down a little bit.
Harry Potter, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
But to close, Dan, Chamber of Secrets is better than the first film as far as I'm concerned. It's darker, more interesting. The child actors have improved upon their craft, and it has Gilderoy fucking Lockhart in it, and that man is pure entertainment. Thank you, Kenneth Branagh, for making such a great character.
I love that.
So,
And
sorry.
No. Star ratings.
Star ratings, I was just going to hit it with a big 4.
Nice.
Big 4.
I'm with you with 4 as well.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things with this film is you always associate it with Christmas as well.
True.
Because
There is a small Christmas segment in this one, I think.
There is, but obviously the Harry Potter films, for some reason, they are always played around Christmas. Even though I think they probably fit Halloween a little bit better, they just fit Christmas's mould just that little bit more. It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because people say that, obviously this is often compared with your favourite trilogy of all time. And for me, there's no comparison because they're very different. I would say.
It's ironic because 2002 really was the year of 2 movies because the two Towers also came out in 2002. And also... didn't Tomb Raider 2 come out in 2002? Or no, that was 2003, I think, wasn't it?
I think it was because of the game.
Yeah,
they were making the first PS2 release and they rushed it.
Attack of the Clones also came out in 2002. That's the episode 2 of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So 2002 really was the year of 2s.
It was the year of 2s. I mean, for me as well. See, I would always say that Lord of the Rings would be better suited to Halloween and Harry Potter Christmas. So you separate the two.
Yeah.
Because those two things, you don't connect them. So
I don't think either of the holidays exist in Middle-earth, but they both exist in Harry Potter.
They don't, but it's that magical era, isn't it? You associate magic with those two holidays.
Both franchises have elves in them, so they could both qualify for Christmas to an extent.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, there are some really good Christmas and snowy scenes in the Harry Potter franchise.
Yeah.
Don't really get as much as that in Lord of the Rings.
Snowy mountains a lot, but
that's mountains though.
Yeah.
That'll do it in the middle of August. But again, I think it's interesting because obviously Harry Potter is, for me, it was scary thinking they're just kids and they're in this giant, intimidating, spooky castle. I would be freaking out if that was me. I mean, I was freaking out going to the school we went to. And then I met you, so you can imagine how much I freaked out after that.
Yeah, obviously, considering there's 5 years of high school for us. I was just the eccentric character that you met in year 4.
Yeah, but we were glad to basically go home at the end of every day.
We were glad to
leave.
Leave.
To not go home at the end of every day would have been terrifying.
Yes.
And to know that you've got a ghost or a Death Eater or something random that could just come and kill you, okay.
Yeah.
And what, this is normal? I mean, this school was messed up.
True.
It had some very dangerous and deadly things. Like, the first film, by the way, don't go down this corridor unless you want to die. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Our school never had that. Maybe it's just because Ofsted can't get into the magical realm. So, that's...
maybe not.
Might have something to do with it. Because obviously it's all in Britain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Britain. That's a different review entirely, that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're both meeting with 4 stars.
Which is good. I like it when we when we match on our ratings.
We absolutely do. And there's certain parts of the internet that say that we match on cars as well with 5 stars, but that's a different story. No, I'm winding up. So that's it.
Yeah, for another week, guys.
now.
Yeah. So obviously you know where to follow us on Letterboxd, Larkins95.
Remember, no.
Where is it?
no,
Where is it?
it's-
Where is
it's-
it?
It's down here.
Right, down there.
It's down there. It's in the corner now. It's like that.
Oh, right there.
Right there, right
Yep.
there. And I'm up here.
Okay, so Larkins95 and Dan Moore Radio.
He knows.
Yeah, you guys know where to follow us, and also on here as well, right, Dan?
Right here on YouTube. Now, of course, you press the subscribe video below the video you're watching. And, of course, the little notification bell just lets you know that we go live. We do it every Monday. We've got another 2 left
Perfect.
for this month as
Looking
well.
looking
So
forward
really
to it,
looking
Dan.
forward to that. But take care. That's it from us today. And we'll see you next
Stay in the warm, everybody. Have a great week. Take care.